Hey there, welcome back to another episode of My Buddy's Backlog. We are joined here with the amazing Matt.
Howdy, howdy.
And our wonderful friend Gavin.
Greetings, gentlemen.
And how are we doing today, guys? What's new with you, Matt?
It's been a week, man, already. Kiddo has been sick, so just kind of navigating life with that. Trying to make it to work when I can, but also making sure he's better is more important than anything in the entire world. So he's on the up and up, though, on the mend, if you will. So just kind of busy from that perspective. And then obviously you stay busy at work with catch up after being out for any reason, usually, right?
Absolutely. Were you out for some reason? I don't remember. Were you, I guess the end of last week you were out for a little bit? Oh, no. For Leon. That's what you're saying. I got you.
Yeah, just for him being sick.
Nice.
But yeah, Gavin, how about you? What's going on in your world?
Not much. Slow week, which is how I like it. I'm getting hyped to see the Odyssey this weekend, though, with a couple of friends. You guys big Odyssey fans? You read the books or watch any of the previous adaptations?
Big Odysseus head over here. No, I am.
Odysseus head.
I am excited to see it. I have not seen it either. I did not read like the full, not novel or whatever, or Greek poem. I read like the novelization or the shortened version of it in like high school, and I really enjoyed it. I like a lot of the stories that came out of it, but I'm excited to see it. I'm really trying to see it in one of the 70 millimeter IMAX theaters, even though I don't love that practice of like recording movies that way, and then like it cuts the movie off if you don't see it in that format. But it is kind of like a spectacle, and I want to be a part of it. I want to see what's up.
So is that like an unusual aspect ratio when you say 70 millimeters?
Yeah. So like he recorded it. Sorry,
can't they only record for like 30 seconds at a time because of that too?
It's like, I think it adds a ton of like overhead like problems. Like I haven't heard that, but I wouldn't doubt the 30-second thing. It's like they recorded it specifically on the 70 millimeter IMAX, which means like if you watch it on any other screen that's not a 70 millimeter IMAX screen, it cuts off like the top and bottom of the screen. But like that's how most people are going to see the movie. So surely they filmed it with that in mind. Like that is. I don't think you're going to miss anything critical. But weirdly, if you see it on one of these 70 millimeter screens, you see literally see more of the movie, like more visuals on the
That's crazy.
Lower part of the screen. You should Google it and look up a comparison.
Because isn't like the 70 millimeter almost like a perfect square too? Isn't that like the weird thing that it does? As opposed to like traditional theater screen is more like widescreen, if you will.
I don't really know, to be honest. I thought it had something to do. I don't know if it's. I guess that would make sense because most theaters are like regular widescreen, but I thought it had to do with like the film, like literally being like fed through the machine, like instead of like a laser or like a digital recreation. But I think you're right. I think it is the aspect ratio is like the big thing.
No.
All right, so I'm going to ask a question, and cinema heads, please close your ears for a minute. But we have the ability to resample an image, and you could basically, like in a video game, for example, you can typically resize the display to match whatever your hardware you have. So why can't we do that with film?
Yeah, with this, like, I guess, like, if you zoomed it out to include the top and bottom, would you not have like black bars, like with the aspect ratio situation on like the left and right? If you watched it on a regular screen, I imagine they'll release like a resampled version whenever it comes, like to streaming and DVD and everything.
I gotcha.
I don't really know. I agree with you. It seems crazy to me because, well, the crazy thing is that there's only like 30 of these theaters in the in the world. It's like a very limited amount. It's crazy. So,
and while we're at it, can we just stick some frame gen in there? Like 24 FPS isn't good enough for me.
Don't get me started.
Let me get my DLSS
on mine. Right on. But how are you, Ryan? What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm good. I've been overworked and overstressed about work, but it's my own doing as always. I tee myself up to nobody else is as stressed, and there's no reason for me to be as stressed as I am. I book my week out with too much stuff, and then I can't meet all my my commitments, and it stresses me out. But there's really no negative side effects. I'm just kind of stressed out right now. But honestly, not too bad, all things considered, because it's been a very busy week for me. But I'm also excited to try to see the Odyssey. I'm trying to, like I said, trying to work out a way for me to see it in one of the big theaters. But if I can't, I'm excited to check it out either way. I'm also excited to see, I think I'm going to watch it in the next week or two, Obsession, the horror movie. Have you guys seen that?
Dude. Yeah, it's really good. Have you seen it, Matt?
No, I haven't yet. It was a choice between that and the Backrooms with a buddy, and he had already seen Obsession, so we watched the Backrooms a couple weeks ago. So I need to try and catch it, or it might be on streaming now. I don't know.
It's supposed to. Yeah, I think you can rent it right now. It's not it's not cheap, but I think it was doing one of those dual situations where you can rent it while it's still in theaters, and it's $20 versus $5. But supposedly it's really, really good. It's also that comedian who does a lot of reels and short form content. He probably does other stuff too, but he's hilarious. It's really weird that he made this amazing horror film.
Yeah, he's had that skit comedy show with his buddy. I think his buddy's actually in the movie, but also his dad's a Hollywood producer or some shit kind of deal. It's definitely a kind of nepotism situation. Doesn't take away necessarily from the fact that he wrote and directed one of the best amount of money, best movies of the year, horror movies at least.
Right.
Can't say of the year because Odyssey might end up beating it, right? But they shot it on a couple $1 million, and it's already made almost 500 million or some shit.
Oh, I didn't realize it's just a cool kind of original concept. If you describe the plot, it sounds a little bit cheesy, but it's really well executed. I feel like the bar for good horror is also pretty low because we just get so much crap. But it's a good movie. You'll like it, right?
Nice. I'm excited about it. Okay, cool. Well, I guess all that being said, we can move into the weekly news. So the first thing we've got down to talk about is the Campaign Evolved single-player campaign that Microsoft put out. Right now, it seems like the reviews coming in are kind of mixed. What have you guys seen about this?
I've seen a little bit. I put this on here, but Matt, did you have any takes on this? I don't know if you're more plugged in than I am.
No, I haven't picked it up or anything. I know there's... I guess I haven't looked at as much about the campaign itself. I had seen a while back that apparently the new missions they added that are front loaded in the campaign are pretty good.
Interesting. I didn't hear they were bad, but I heard if you were buying the game because there was new missions, it was they were really not that good. They were all kind of that deal in Halo 2 where you were on Covenant ships and it was the same room kind of repeated over and over again and not that interesting. But I don't know. I just heard that offhand. So sorry, go ahead.
It's that weird problem of there's what's the real news and what's the neckbeard news too with some of that stuff too, because there's apparently a very female soldier that's introduced that's very much hi, I thought you were supposed to be the Master Chief constantly, and obviously the neckbeards are tearing that apart online. And then there's gonna always be people who shit on Unreal Engine 5 to in some degree, sometimes rightfully so. I do think that the way Unreal Engine 5 looks though kind of loans itself to the Halo universe from what I've seen from some of the screenshots and stuff. I haven't seen specifically any of the stuff of the Flood though. Unreal Engine 5 always has that kind of shiny, whimsical-y look to me, and I think in a lot of the outside environments or looking out in space, it fits, but I don't know about the dark, dank Flood parts.
I think the main issue people are having are that the outdoor environments look gorgeous, and some of the Flood stuff looks really good, but it looks specifically the Covenant ships and the Forerunner architecture just being hyper reflective, super saturated colored surfaces. That's just turning people off. So
I gotcha.
Interesting.
Then there is apparently, I guess, people were having issues with their early access, and you got to log in through your Microsoft account to play it. Classic. Sony's done the same thing with games they've put on other platforms too, right? So I did also see that apparently the game runs well on runs the best on PS5 Pro, which is just kind of funny.
That is kind
also
of
kind of surreal.
The irony. It makes sense, but Yeah.
Yeah, and surreal to get like trophies and stuff for a Halo game, I guess, right? But
I've heard they've done a pretty good job of because they rebuilt the engine, right? I mean, they've been using the Halo games have all been built in the same engine for a very long time, but they've rebuilt everything, right? Like the combat and the way everything integrates together. I was hearing that they were pretty faithful, throwing a plasma grenade and getting a stick and the way an assault rifle feels and the way the melee feels, it all is done pretty well and faithfully.
I mean, yeah, they had to rebuild it all, but they didn't rebuild the engine. They moved. It's in Unreal Engine 5, I think.
Right. They didn't rebuild the engine, but the code base was in a different engine with that. And that physics has been, it'd be moving any big franchise to a new engine feels like it could be easy to lose some of the identity, in the new physics engine and new
Yeah, I'm sure Copilot did a good job.
That's fair. Yeah. Hook it up to Claude, let Claude go to town. Hey, make this code play like Halo and do it in Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure I'll get around to playing it sometime soon-ish. You haven't. I mean, it's weird because what's next for Halo? They've not announced the next main franchise game. They've not announced another one of these remakes. I don't know. It just feels weird.
It's they're just trying so hard to not succeed despite having one of the greatest IPs of all time. I feel like we shouldn't have to have these conversations about kind of how did they change the art style or do the new levels suck? You're remaking one of the most beloved franchise ever. It's almost a slam dunk if you just kind of stick with the script and maybe add some of the cut content that Bungie wanted to put in. But they just can't help themselves. I'm trying not to get on my old man rant, especially because it's
interesting. I want you to get on your rant. I actually don't understand. I actually don't know because I don't know if I agree or I'd love to hear your take because to me, it feels like Halo's so tight. It's I love Halo, but in 2026, it feels like it's lost a lot of its luster. And they've remade Halo 1 so many, a couple different times. And it's what would you have liked to see, I guess?
But Halo 1, Combat Evolved has not lost its luster, is my point. At least not to me. So it's a couple things. Let me just try to keep it focused. So one of the big things is this quote unquote mod. Yeah. All right. How much time you guys got? The modernization, Demon Souls did something similar, but the idea that somehow previous game mechanics or systems or somehow just don't age well and are just completely need to be replaced. So for example, they took out health packs. Health packs in Combat Evolved made a strategic decision of okay, if I kind of go in guns a-blazing here, my shield will recharge, but if I lose some health, then I'm just out that health for the next encounter until I can find another health pack. Especially when you have Flood chasing you and levels like the library and stuff, it can add a level of stress and tension that is just simply not present when you just move to just a pure shield-based system. The other one is adding sprint. It's we all love to sprint, we all like going fast, but they didn't really update. From what I saw, they didn't really update the AI in response to that speed. So the Flood are less menacing because all you have to do is just kind of sprint past them, and you can. That coupled with the fact that the assault rifle now not only has zoom, but is really really good. It's a better DMR at range, so you can just kind of sprint past everything and zoom in and engage in a way that you fundamentally couldn't in the original game. It's just I don't really understand why they have to make those kinds of changes to quote unquote modernize or appeal to a new audience, because it takes away something from the experience. The other thing is oh, go ahead.
I did see some people actually, now you're saying it, it reminds me, complaining about specifically in relation to the Flood. How you kind of always were having to backpedal and fight a couple off and backpedal, and they were always on top of you. You could not outrun the Flood. And then now you can, which, I mean, I do have very crucial memories of being oh, these sons of bitches,
Yeah, they're terrifying. Especially your first time through. The only other thing I have to hit on is the marvelization of the cutscenes of watch the cutscenes of Sergeant Johnson, whereas he would be addressing the Marines in the original game, he'll just start saying a line and then turn into the camera and smile some kind of fan service shit that just was not at all present Yeah, it's like I saw a comment. Someone's like, "Yeah, in that moment, Johnson was addressing the shareholders," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty much spot on." It's weird. It's like shit like that. It's like once or twice, like whatever,
You're selling me. I'm with you.
But
I didn't realize
it
they
just
did
kind of
all this.
adds up. I think once again, like maybe that happens twice or three times in a year playing for, I don't know, 12 hours or however long the campaign is. You could probably look past it, but I think these things add up, and it just makes me fundamentally question, like, if you had simply done less, like, you probably would have had a game that was at least more appealing to the core fan base. So was like making all these trade-offs worth it? Is this going to bring in new players or somehow move Halo forward? I don't know, but yeah, that's my rant. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I love it. No, I was asking for it. I actually didn't know they had added the sprint and gotten rid of the health packs. I thought they had just modernized, like moved. I thought they were moving to a new engine for like, I guess, long term maintenance, maintainability.
Yeah.
But I thought they had preserved all the systems the way they were. That's interesting. I liked the health packs in Halo 1. Yeah, it was definitely a different vibe, like different tactics and everything, and the sprint does change things. I guess I was just saying it's like if they had done less, I guess would we just not end up with the same like Halo Combat Evolve remake we had a few years ago? I guess we'd have a new coat of paint on like the textures and stuff. But I guess I just don't know what else we could like. I agree, Combat Evolved is a fantastic game, but like
I just don't think we needed this at all. At the end of the day.
We're remaking it so many times, But like we've done that, we do that with everything now.
Remakes are popular, yeah, but I mean we're just now. I mean, it's weird. There have been some games that have been remade several times, right? But Halo does feel like a weird one when we are just now getting to the point where like we've kind of made it through a lot of like PlayStation 1 games getting remakes. I don't know. But then Demon's Souls is a good example. It was a PS3 game. I don't know what the limitation should be for that type of thought process, but it does feel weird because I feel like Combat Evolve holds up well, especially that remake master thing they did.
Yeah, I was just like, they already remastered, right? Like that was kind of like what you want. Like that remaster was totally faithful from a game system like perspective, right? It was just a new coat of paint on it. So it just feels like we're not that far out from that remaster to be remaking it again. But I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on what I would do if I was the Halo franchise, because it seems hard to be the Halo franchise in 2026.
I mean, people were saying that like originally Bungie had planned like 25 levels or something, and there were like even enemies and stuff that were cut due to like deadlines to ship. I don't know if like there's some issue with like Bungie to 343 ownership or whatever, how all that works, if like maybe they couldn't touch that stuff. But I think, yes, it's more risky to try to look at something like that, like take cut content from a game. Like Demon's Souls didn't do it with the like Fifth Archstone or whatever that was famously like never in the game, but the like all the assets were there and the files. Like if you're going to remake a game and like add cut content, I think that's like, then maybe your remake is adding something, or maybe the cut content sucks.
Because apparently that was so weird because apparently Bluepoint was gonna do that. I don't know what made them back down from doing that. Because again, like you said, that whole area was pretty well fleshed out.
I don't know. Maybe it was a strongly worded email from Miyazaki, to Sony. I don't know.
Disapproving email.
No.
Don't you touch it. The other weird thing is though, it's $50. It's not full price, but it also doesn't have PvP. Like it's not like we got multiplayer or anything. It's like I don't know. It's like a wait for a deep sale thing for me.
Yeah, it doesn't have.
Makes sense.
It's real weird to not have any kind of I don't even think there's like the couch co-op or couch multiplayer, right?
Really? Like
I think there's couch split screen.
There is split screen. I know that. I know there is for campaign. Yeah, but I don't think there is for any kind of multiplayer. Like,
did Halo 1 originally have a multiplayer? Like, I guess it had Blood Gulch and everything. So yeah, it did. Right? Like,
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
would.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just know Halo 2 was really big with like in the Xbox Live days. So like I kind of missed Halo 1 and Halo 2, to be honest, like the multiplayer aspects of them. So I get confused on which one was which.
Yeah, I think it did at launch, and for sure the Master Chief Collection has
Yeah.
matchmaking for all the games.
Yeah.
I would be kind of hyped up. I mean, I guess we still have Master Chief Collection already, but like I feel like I'd be hyped up if they did like the Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 thing that just happened where they just I mean, like it'd be better if they remade the game, but like if they made a game that had all the servers again and got everybody hyped up on the same multiplayer together, I would like to experience the Halo 2 multiplayer that everybody
I guess-
loved back in the day.
I mean,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I guess the Black Ops thing is a good example, though, of like, we didn't need it to be this full flashy remake visually. I think the core thing is like Xbox's ecosystem is fucking suffering. All of that game's multiplayer is there for all of those Halos. I don't know. I'm not a marketing genius to drive people to a console and to re-hype, do another hype cycle for Master Chief Collection or something like that. Maybe some of that development time could have been developing more maps for Halo 2 multiplayer and Halo 1 multiplayer and making a big shebang out of the Master Chief Collection and yada, yada, yada. Like, I don't know, because God knows how much it costs to make this remake, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like a $50 remake of a game that already has an amazing remaster. It's not going to sell boxes, but then again, it's not even an exclusive. So I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
It's going to be the only Halo game to ever be a non-exclusive, right? Didn't they say like it? They're
I think
going
so.
back to exclusives after this. So everybody
I bet-
savor this one moment of PlayStation Halo.
I bet it'll be the same thing with Gears of War, too. They just did that, like, launched right on
Yeah.
PlayStation as well. Not as big as Halo, but it's big for Xbox,
Which is sad. I do actually keep meaning to play. What is the new Gears? It's like Gears of War
Re-Gearstered, I don't know.
re-Gearstered, rejudged.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. I played it. That's the funny thing. I can't remember.
You played
did it have multiplayer?
E-Day? Is that no? That's coming
Yeah.
out October 2026. Is E-Day? Okay.
E-Day, yeah. Yeah, no, it's like the full game. Everything that would have been there for the Gears of War
You're talking
has
about the
has the
remake.
multiplayer and everything. So, played through the campaign with a buddy and actually played a couple of rounds of online multiplayer and got my shit stomped and said, okay, I'm done.
The multiplayer. So
Yeah, but
fun,
I'd
dude.
be so hyped to play the Horde mode though.
Oh, I would love to play the Horde mode. That'd be very cool. So wait, there was a remake and there is a Horde mode and everything? Like, or are you talking
Yes.
about like E-Day will have everything?
No. Of the first Gears of War.
Mm,
Yes, there was. It came out a couple months ago now.
gotcha. Xbox exclusive, console exclusive, or
No,
also
no,
on PC?
it's on
everything.
PlayStation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, oh, Ryan's interested. Yeah.
I am interested. That's pretty cool. I guess I didn't realize that. I don't know how, but that's fun. Well, anyways, I guess that kind of wraps up like the whole campaign evolved and remake versus online multiplayer, Black Ops, Gears of War. So I'm moving on. The other thing we have written down on our list of news is the God of War. I keep messing up how you say this. God of War Lofi is scheduled to release on February 16th, 2027, exclusive to the PlayStation 5, as the other games have been. I actually didn't see that they had announced this release date. But that's not too far off. I guess that's about what we expected. But
Yeah, it's further along. They did like a Comic-Con panel. And then they
gotcha.
announced it there, and then they actually had tweeted right after it came out that it will be available all on disc.
I was about to say, as soon as they announced it, did everybody just flood the feed with
yes, they did.
no disc, no buy?
Yeah, they did.
Good.
So, still no words on any of that from Sony, but we'll never get any answers. So,
Yeah. It also, Ryan, it's a Laufey. They're going to come for you now. So
It's fine.
Sorry.
I was trying to preface it a little bit that like I know I'm wrong. However I say it, it's gonna be wrong.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I think it's Lafay, right? Is that right, Matt?
Yeah, I believe so. It's God of War Luffy. It's actually a spin-off tied to One Piece.
Lafay.
Lao Fei. No, it's been a long time since I've played the God of War games, to be honest. And I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, but are you guys excited for this? You gonna like day one buy it, or is it gonna be like a wait for a sale type situation?
I'll probably still be buried from shit from the fall by the time that comes out, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of stuff coming in the fall.
Nah, you will have that on opening
I know.
day, man.
Actually,
You'll be taking a day off work, and you'll be like, oh yeah. Finished it
Matt's
Sunday.
such a bullshitter. He'll have played every game that releases in 2026.
I know I'm built different, boys, but I don't know. I'm looking at schedule. I almost made my backlog, since I've got backlog of the week this week. I almost made my backlog game, organizing and helping me decide what order to play all the games coming out from like today or yesterday with the Halo campaign evolved through the end of the year. Because I'm so into so many of these games. I did not do that.
Yep.
But
yeah, that would be boring. But there are a bunch. Yes.
Help me organize my backlog, boys.
Pretty good problem to have. That's fun that you're
First world
so excited.
problems.
Yeah.
I'll need to look through the list again. I know it's like I almost got so inundated with like everything that's coming out right before GTA 6 that I was like, I don't even know. I'm just gonna have to pick one and that'll be it. And
you're the only one of us that's gonna get that at launch, probably, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if it doesn't have online at launch, which I don't think it does. Or maybe they haven't said yet. If it doesn't have online, I don't even know that I care. But like, I'll probably still get it. It's the biggest zeitgeist of all time, and I want to check it out.
Can't not be a part of the history books, Ryan.
In the history books, it'll say Ryan played GTA 6 on launch with all the masses. No, I don't know. I really am excited for like the online multiplayer whenever that comes out, because like I love the GTA 5 online, but I've never played through a GTA single player, so I don't know. I might not pick it up day one if it's just the single player.
Gotcha. Cool.
But anyways, all right. So I guess next up on our list, we've got Rebel Wolves and the publisher Bandai Namco for Blood of the Dawnwalker have confirmed that there will be a feature that save data will transfer to future entries, similar to the Mass Effect trilogy. Players will be able to import their save file from the first game into subsequent sequels, allowing key decisions and protagonists' development to carry over, which seems like a pretty big reveal to me, because I actually didn't realize when Matt was telling me about this that like Blood of the Dawnwalker was planned to be a multi-series game or like a long running.
I think this was them also revealing that.
Yeah, that's
such a cool flex, man. I love that. They're just like, oh, by the way, your decisions will matter in the sequel.
I didn't dig into this. I think what happened is a developer fumbled up and said something about it in a one-on-one interview. And then an outlet grabbed onto it, and then they just came out and like kind of confirmed all of that. So, but yeah, it sounds cool. It's something that's not done often. I mean, the Mass Effect trilogy is probably like the most popular franchise to ever do it. I remember some JRPGs on the PS2 called Dot Hack, based off the Dot Hack anime. They did that. As you're like wherever you got your character progress through those, they carried into each of the games. So that was like really cool back then. But I don't know if it's a hard thing to do. It's probably hard from like a scoping the project, but
yeah, like writing I mean, every split you like double how much content you have to make, right? I mean, not really. I guess like you don't like it. They're not, every game's not like The Witcher 2 where you end up in a second. You know, there's a whole different world you end up in based on key decisions, but like it does. I mean, it does add up. You know, like when you start branching off to that degree, because like Mass Effect, you know, if you talk about like Mass Effect 1 through 3, you could like a lot of, I think almost every single companion could have died in 1 and 2, right? So like you end up with a completely different game in 3 pretty much. I mean, that's got to be a ton of dev time to like write all these storylines out for who could be alive and who could not. But
I mean, it's also crazy to like be a new studio and right out of the gate in 2026 shoot for the moon like this, and like kind of almost believing in your like selves this hard to like that means like Blood of the Dawnwalker ends with an inconclusive story with the assumption there will be more. Yeah. Right?
It means there'll have to be a follow-up. That's interesting. I think
it's confident, cool. Man.
Yeah.
It really is. It's cool with like a game like Blood of the Dawnwalker looks I guess more open world and open ended to me than like a Mass Effect game does. So I'll be interested to see like what level of like character decision plays into that.
They did also confirm this week too that like if you ignore like the hunger/vampire part too much, like he will just straight up like you will kill people, like important NPCs when you're having a conversation with them and stuff. It's not just like it playing tricks on you. Like no, you're gonna like kill.
I love that.
That's cool.
Like, cascading effects.
Make me commit to my decisions. That's awesome.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. This one's the one that's. I'm very excited for it, but I know it's going to be a hefty game, and I just don't know if I'll have time to touch it and get far enough in it before, like, Wolverine, and then we get into, like, Control Resonant, and then that's going to be lengthy, and then I do want to play Silent Hill.
When is the release date?
It's like the first week of September, but it's such a big game. I think Wolverine comes out like the 14th of September, and then Control and Silent Hill come out like the 24th. I've already axed Onimusha for now. Yeah. Because there's Beast of Reincarnation in like 10 more days also. So, yeah.
I didn't realize this game was so close. That's like literally a month from now. It's crazy.
At the same time, if it just is like getting... This will get me from a zeitgeist perspective if it's just blowing up, like, when it comes out. So,
well, I'll be excited to check it out. Absolutely. And hopefully you're able to make time for it in your backlog, but if not, we'll hear about it in a year's time where you're still trying to get back around to it. Well, it was kind of a light week on the news, so I think we're kind of through everything we wanted to talk about. So I guess we can kind of jump forward, do the what are we playing, what are we hyped for? Jump in with Matt, maybe. What have you been playing?
Yeah. So I mean, I just kind of buckled down on Assassin's Creed because of all the games coming out. I just was like, all right, I need to get Assassin's Creed Black Flag done. So I actually rolled main credits on it yesterday. I've got two trophies left if you consider the platinum. And it'll be like my 160th platinum trophy or something like that. But I am going to at least ride out and do the last couple little things I need to do. Probably tonight, maybe tomorrow. And get it platinumed and then just put it back on the shelf. And man, it's just as good as I remember. I'll be honest. Like, I don't know. There's so much about it that's relaxing. I don't know. It just... Again, I'm not a big diehard Assassin's Creed fan, so any of the umbrage that's taken from that perspective with it, I don't really have. I don't know, and I like the story a lot. Like, it's got a lot of like really sad stuff that happens in it, and some emotional stuff you wouldn't expect as well. And maybe all the Assassin's Creed games do, and I just haven't given them the time of day. But yeah, it's been a good time.
How many hours would you say you put in to finish the game?
By the time I platinum it, it's probably going to be close to the 60 mark. If I would have just kind of done the story and some of the side content, it's probably just shy of 40.
Okay. It's it's an investment. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you were showing us that one day when we came over looked really cool. I really like the sea shanties.
Oh, yeah.
It did look cool. The graphics looked really nice, too, and it definitely looked like a pretty big upgrade. I mean, I didn't play much of the original, but... It looked fun. 60 hours for a platinum is not too crazy. That seems relatively fair.
Yeah, it's definitely not my shortest. It's definitely not my longest by any means either. So, but yeah, that's all. I really haven't touched anything else. I mean, I played a little bit of Yoshi's Crafted World, but that's because kiddos kind of latched onto Yoshi, so he'll even go grab the Switch controller and start going, Yoshi, Yoshi.
Oh, wow, that's so fun.
And he'll watch like half a level before he's bored, but still. You can only imagine what that does to my heart.
Oh, we're so close. We're so close to him locking in.
We almost got our fourth, boys.
Yep.
Get him on the pod. Well, yeah, that's it for me. Gavin, what about you? What have you been doing?
I've been playing a lot of stuff, but part of that's because it's been a little while since we actually recorded, even though we released an episode last week. So I'm still working on Control. I haven't played it super recently, but I think I just finished maybe the second or third boss. Getting a lot of powers, having a good time. Definitely going to finish it, and definitely going to play the sequel, Resonant. Probably won't play it day one like you, Matt, but I definitely will play it. But I kind of put everything down to play Remnant 2 this week because there's a community return to Ward 13 event. So, kind of one of the return events where everybody comes back to a game for a week and the multiplayer becomes active. So I've been running a ton of boss rush on that.
I need to buckle down and play the DLCs and stuff. I like both the Remnant games a lot. I didn't really, I'm really bad about going back for DLCs. Real bad.
I am too.
Well, there is a real lack of good storytelling in the games. It is by far the weakest point. So I'm actually surprised that you like the games at all, because I know that's a big thing for you.
Yeah, I did play through them with a buddy, right? So I can get over some story stuff if it's. I mean, that's the same thing with Left 4 Dead, right? There's really no story there, but just the good time with a buddy or a couple of buddies, right?
That's true, and like I was saying, the boss rush mode. I guess you guys probably wouldn't have played that, but they added that I don't know, a year and a half ago. It was the final free update, just for the fans essentially, and it's a lot of fun. It's just a mode that you can play in multiplayer, and you're just facing boss after boss after boss, and if you die at any point, the whole run's over. If you win the whole thing, you get gear and rewards and all that. So it's been good fun, man. That game it's one of a kind.
I really have wanted to go back and finish it. I really enjoyed when we played a little bit of the multiplayer together, or I guess the main game, but in co-op. I love the idea of a 3-player co-op, Souls-like. That's built from the ground up for that co-op element. So that's really cool.
Yep. So that's been fun. I'm committing to finishing Divinity Original Sin 2 with my wife this week. We were checking our save files and realized we've been playing this game for 5 or 6 years.
That's crazy.
Really long periods of time that we'll put it down and then come back, just because it's always so overwhelming. And you come back and it's oh my god, there's a bajillion quests. I don't remember what any of these people are doing, and I don't remember what this build was. And in any case, it's been a lot of fun, but it has been an event. So I think we are at the very final quest, and so we are locked in. We're ready to go.
That's awesome! Wow, you're right there at the edge. That's crazy. I can't wait to hear.
You may have just said it. I missed it. Is this the first game y'all have done together? Fully?
We've played lots of game like this, maybe, but we've played lots of we play Slay the Spire 2 multiplayer together all the time. We play Talos Principle together. But as far as RPGs, yeah, it's the first one we've ever played together.
Nice, very cool.
So yeah, Ryan, when you played this, did you play through it with a gamer friend or a non-gamer, more casual person?
It was with a gamer friend. Yeah.
Okay.
We had he's played games his whole life, and we played Divinity Original Sin 1 together, and then we also played 2 together. And so I've played Divinity Original Sin 1 with a mostly non-gamer at one point, and it was not too bad. I feel like they do a pretty good job of making it accessible enough. What's been your experience?
I mean, it's good. I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff that you take for granted, how we can just kind of look at gear and know that certain things are better based on certain stats, even though it looks confusing. It'll be like my wife will pick up a staff or something. She's like, this staff does more damage than my wand, and I'm like, yeah, but the staff is two-handed, then you can't hold your shield. Also, those stats only scale with auto attacks. We don't do auto attacks. We use skills most of the time. All that kind of stuff, right? The
no auto attacks in this house.
Yeah, sure. Exactly. So I don't know. I think it could be a lot, but it's well worth it because it's a really, really good game. Let's see. Finally, the last thing on my list is I'm not playing Silent Hill 2 this week because, well, I don't know. I really want to finish that game, but I got pretty demoralized when I like got through like what I thought was a really hellish section, and it was like this is like the final stretch. Like I'm right there. I finished the hospital and like went back out into the town, and I was like, okay, I think we're done. And then I ended up in a super creepy prison, and I was reading online. It's like, oh, you're like maybe 3/4 of the way, but also this is by far the scariest part. I'm like, damn it, it was right there. I'm gonna finish it, but it's one of those games that I kind of like to play more when I have more time, kind of by myself, because I like to lock in and get the headphones on and everything. So definitely gonna finish it. Just not exactly chomping at the bit to do so.
That's fair.
Very fair.
What about you, Ryan?
I'm chomping at the bit for you to be traumatized, though.
We gotta get Gavin traumatized, please. I need it. Yeah, for me, I really haven't played much in the last like week and a half or so. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. So Pal World 1.0 released, which actually, weirdly, a lot of my friends are very hyped about, which I had tried to hype people up on playing with me back in when it originally released in beta, because I love a survival crafting game, whether or not it's blatant copyright infringement or not. I am here for it. And so I've got a friend who's getting back into it, and me and him have started a multiplayer world, and we're playing through it. We're not super far, but yeah, I'm excited. I really do enjoy it. I think it's a fun game. I still don't really know how they have gotten away with like only losing certain elements of the copyright battle, because like it's still very much a ripoff, it feels like. But I kind of like it because yeah, we don't have enough like cool Pokemon games like that. Like that this should already exist in like the Nintendo IP. I feel like we should have a survival crafting Pokemon game. I like that they're pushing the boundary a little bit, but it's a fun game. I've had a good time with it.
It seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah, have either of you played it like at all?
I have not. No, I've. Go ahead, Matt.
I was gonna say I played like somewhere around the 10 hours, maybe.
Oh, nice.
Some by myself, some with two other buddies, like two separate instances. So I don't know. It's all right. I don't care about crafting and survival elements. I thought like upgrading the pals and some of that stuff was cool, but I kind of got bogged down by having to manage slave labor camps. Pals.
Best part of the game. Oh yeah, you got to really drive them to the brink, of their sanity. Get all you can out of them before you move on.
They won't rise up and seize the means of production and overthrow you.
They can try, but I just unlocked handguns and I'm ready for them. There are
still
guns,
and they still got that weird crocodile one that wants to bone humans in there. Tries to make you do kisses and stuff with you.
Now, I don't remember this. Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
And this is not an M-rated game?
Right to the Google machine. Here I go. Pal that wants to bone humans.
Bro,
keep talking.
Safe search off. Yeah, so this is a game rated T, is that right?
I actually don't know. I think so, though. Yeah, it is rated T. Yeah, you're right.
Wow. Crazy.
All right, here we go. PC Gamer. Yeah. They wrote this back in 2024. We regret to inform you that Pal World has a smutty lizard seeking a night of love with humans, which raids bases and hordes of rampaging fangirls.
Wow.
So yeah, it's called Lovelander.
Lovelander. I'm seeing that. I did not get far enough in the game for this. That seems like an interesting choice. Maybe that's how they got away with the copyright infringement. Nintendo was like, "This is not like us at all. We promise. This is crazy."
They're immediately like, "Oh yeah, Nintendo, are you trying to say that your Pokemon want to bone people?"
Right.
And Nintendo was like, "No,
this is the fallback. Yeah, to win the loss."
I just love how we can always count on Matt to know this obscure shit. It's like, have you played this game? It's like, no, not really. But do you know about the smutty lizard that's going to invade your camp? And it's like, bro, what?
I'm telling you, the words out of my mouth probably sound like a fever dream to you guys.
does indeed. You're 100% right. Well, that's fun. I can't wait. I'm gonna play more tonight, I think, with my friends. So I'll keep you guys updated if I run into Lovelander and how that changes my experience. Other than that, I did a Twitch stream with my friend where we were doing the duo streams. We played some games, but I showed him UFO 50, which I'm always trying to sell people on, which had 0 streamers in that category. I think I'm the only fan of this weird game. But I got to show it to him. It's got a bunch of co-op games you can play, and one of them we really landed on was like you're both playing like you're running like a gambling ring for gambling on these like alien animals, and like you have a certain amount of money and you can like bet on different aliens, and you can also like sabotage them, like so you can pay a certain amount of money to have one poisoned or like kneecap them or like juice up your alien. You can also take a loan out from the mob, and it's got some fun mechanics like that. So we had a good time playing it. I thought it was fun getting to circle back. I really like that game a lot. I've played quite a few hours, but other than that, that's just one of like the 50, like mini games within the game. But
I was about to say, is that part of the appeal for you of just like it's 50 games in one? You don't even have to boot anything else up.
I think so. I don't know. I got sold on it pretty big from like some other podcasts I listened to back in the day. And I don't know, the vibes are just really good. Like I like a lot of the different solo games, and it has a bunch of multiplayer games, which I've played a lot of co-op of those with some people. And I don't know, it's just well-rounded because it's like there's so much variety in the game. Like there's like shooters and puzzle games and like weird horror RPGs, but it's all in like a 8-bit style, So it's very weird, very interesting game, but there's a lot of variety. I guess speaking of retro games and like the backlog, well, that's not in the backlog, but I did boot up Majora's Mask because I feel a little bit of pressure to play backlog games now from we've been discussing we need to actually start playing our games we discussed in the backlog section. I did not get very far. I was playing my old save file, trying to figure out where I was, and I got sucked into trying to win this mini game where you're trying to land on all these floating platforms with your little like spinning flowers that let you drift down from the air slowly. And I just kept trying to win that over and over again. I wasted my whole 3 days of time of Majora's Mask time. Like
the world ends because you're just playing carnival
literally.
Games.
Exactly. I've thrown away the world to try to win this secret prize. But it was fun. I'm going to play more. I'm excited. I was playing it on a plane on my little Flip 2 device, so that was really my only experience with it, but I do intend to keep playing it. So I'm excited about that.
Nice. Well, I'm excited for you to actually save the world and not play the mini game, but I understand.
The mini game's pretty fun. I don't know. I get distracted pretty easily by a good mini game. So,
Hero, we need you. Shut the hell up! I'm trying to win more tickets.
I gotta get these tickets.
Oh God.
All right. Well, I guess moving on from what we've been playing, let's get into the special segment, which I think Gavin is in charge of this week. So, what you got for this week, Gavin?
All right. Well, because I am creatively bankrupt and have not come up with anything compelling this last week, I'm going to do 20 questions a la Matt.
Oh, my
See, that's my game.
So and
original.
I have anticipated the metagaming, having participated myself in the last two sessions. And so you're in for it today, boys.
We got new rules. Okay. I'm back
the new rule.
Now.
The rule is that for my response for every question, I will wait 10 seconds plus a randomized extra amount of time so that you aren't sure whether or not it's something that I did or did not know the answer to. I'm just messing with you guys. I'll answer it like normal.
Dang. I was like, that's a good idea, but that's a crazy thing to do. That's wild.
I take this shit so seriously. Nobody's going to win.
Now I saw it in the doc. You were doing 20 questions, and I was ready to give you shit, but I was like, I couldn't remember if I was the special segment host or not this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, if it's me, I'm gonna have to do 20 questions because I have nothing prepared. So no shame.
Kind of slipped my mind. I'd like to get into doing some of the other ones, like the Who Died one again. We got some listener mail about that. Perhaps we will address. But yeah, I think once we get more listener feedback, we'll see what games people like the best, and we'll iterate. But for now, you're getting 20 questions. If you don't like it, send us an email.
Ooh, please send us an email. I would love that. The listener mail is so fun to answer.
All right. Well, you're on the clock.
Oh,
all right, Ryan.
I guess that makes sense.
It's me.
All right, this is your first time on the other side of the
I don't have the
here,
patience
Matt.
that you and Gavin do, so there's not going to be a lot of deliberating on this.
You don't have you don't have the patience to deliberate with me.
No, I don't.
All right, well, fire away, big dog. What's our first question?
Is this game exclusive to a platform?
Who said it was a game? No, I'm just kidding. Is this game exclusive to a platform? No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we know it's not a Mario game or a Zelda game.
Okay.
Or a God of War.
I mean, emulators exist, bro.
Yeah, not. No.
Oof. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to back off because we got to think about the legality because last time, the whole gun thing made me and Gavin think about FPSs, and then it was Black Flag. We got to make sure we think about it from all the angles. But I'm not going to deliberate with you because you hate me and you don't want to play in the space with me. All right, I'm going to go back to an oldie but a goodie. Was the PS4 available for purchase when this game released?
Was the PS4 available for purchase when this game released? 10-second timer. Answer. No.
Dang, the 10-second timer's crazy. I didn't realize how much we were gleaning out of that whenever. All right, no. So pre-PS4. Interesting. What you got, man? Got another question?
Do you play as a human character in this game?
He's serious about the 10 seconds. It's crazy.
Great stuff for our listeners.
The suspense is... You do play as a human, and we don't know if he was sure about it or not. I don't know. It does add a little bit. It's
I mean, it does, but we know for sure you're a human, right? Like,
yeah. Okay, so you play as a human, pre-PS4, non-exclusive. Yeah. So let's go. Do you play in the first-person perspective? We need to sell this in between time as like ad time.
I'm not cutting time out. I'm not spending 3 hours cutting the dead
air. Can you ask the question again?
Do you play the game in the first person perspective?
So I'm just going to say this. For 20 questions, you kind of have to decide on yes or no. This is for all of the questions. So for some of these, it's hard to give you a pure yes or no answer. But for this specific question, I will say you asked if it was third person or you asked if it was first person?
First person?
Yes.
Okay. But kind of weirdly. Got it. Clocked it. All right. What you got, Matt? I'm just rolling with the punches. No deliberating.
Is this game in the Elder Scrolls franchise?
I got to wait 10 seconds in case I might not have known. I'm just kidding. No, it's not.
How many is that?
Okay.
Is that 5 or 6 or 6
That's
or
5.
7? Oh, that's 5. Okay.
That is a good point because like with those games, you could play in either. I almost meant to phrase my question like exclusively first person. I should have done that, but is this game? I don't know. It was so hard to define an RPG before.
Yeah.
Does this game take place in a? Is this a sci-fi game? Would you consider this a sci-fi game?
You know what? Every single question, I'm just going to give you the AI overview. Let's see. No.
Was this game developed by a Western company? So American company. Sorry, Ryan, this would help me.
You asked two questions. Which is the question?
Was this game developed by an American company?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Not sci-fi. Okay. Does the player character have the ability to use a gun in this game?
Really like bringing up the guns, don't you?
Yeah, it's important to me. I don't want to play anymore if there's no guns involved. I'm out.
I gotta shoot.
Does the player ask it again? Ask it again, please.
Does the player character have the ability to use a gun in this game?
Yes.
Interesting.
Not an exclusive. You're a human with a gun. Or the ability to use a gun.
Or it could be like you could use a cannon or something like weirdly in one part of the game.
Developed
It's too
by an
vague.
American developer.
I feel like we should ask something about like RPG or like shooter, like somehow to narrow down like what kind of game we're talking about.
Probably, but I mean, it can't be like The Last of Us. Can't be anything Uncharted.
Why can't it be The Last of Us?
Because I asked if it was an exclusive.
Oh,
right out of the gate. Was this game developed by Arcane? I guess by default it would be Arcane Austin.
You're so specific already. You're so confident. It's crazy.
He's going for the kill. I'm sorry to say no.
Okay. That rules out, wouldn't have been them necessarily, but Prey and Dishonored, where you technically can use guns, but...
Yeah. Is there a is there a multiplayer mode in this game? Well, is there an online multiplayer mode in this game?
Yes. Okay. There are 10 questions.
So part of me is thinking about the Half-Life games. So any reason why you think it wouldn't be one of those and or a Left 4 Dead game, Ryan?
My gut says that Gavin wouldn't have gone Half-Life. I don't really know why. I don't know what that says about me or him. I don't feel like he's a Half-Life guy. I don't feel like he would have went there. Left 4 Dead, I could see.
Maybe even Portal, because we got. I guess I'm looking at Valve, and then we got Turtle Rock, right? Those would be thinking of American developers.
Now, did Valve make all of those games?
No,
Did they?
Is it Turtle Rock? Who did Left 4 Dead? Valve published. Valve did make the Half-Life games and Portal, I think.
Is it problematic to ask a question that's like, is it one of these 3 games or game series?
I've heard people ask it like, is it in this series of games? But
yeah. Could we be like, is it a Portal, Half-Life, or Left 4 Dead game?
I'm trying to think of American developers still. So we got Valve, we got Turtle Rock, we got Rockstar. All of those games, they've all got games that came out before
Rockstar is interesting.
The PS4.
I will say, if you're sitting here at your computer looking up American developers, then you're disqualified. Sorry to say.
No.
Because you said Ryan and I couldn't use Google when we played.
No, I'm just staring at the Google Doc.
Now, I did start to type that into Google, but you caught me right as I was doing it. So
why we can't do this remotely.
The remote, it poses
Watching
problems. I forgot we're not allowed. Yeah, I forgot. I wasn't trying to cheat. I was just I can't remember. American, I don't know game developers at all. It's a problem. But
luckily, Matt, most of them are owned by big companies. So
yeah, luckily.
Was this game developed by shit? I'm dying. What were all the companies I said?
You said a few. You said several.
You can ask one at a time. I will not be entertaining questions such as, is this game X, Y, or Z?
I let you guys do
it's
at least 2.
It's a yes or no question.
I let you guys do at least 2.
Like what?
Do 3.
What did we ask?
You asked me was it this or this?
I definitely think we asked have we said it on this episode? We asked an or. We're not allowed to or.
You could use an or. You just couldn't be like, is it Final Fantasy or Halo?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's an or. What do you mean?
Yeah.
That wouldn't win the game, but you would have to answer that as a question, right?
That's not in the spirit of the game. If you did that, then you could just start with a very long list of ors and very quickly converge on an answer.
Was this game developed by Rockstar or Valve? You don't tell us which one. It's yes or no.
That feels like an unfair question.
I don't think it does.
Since we've already established that you're a couple of cheaters, sure, I'll answer it. Yes.
Oh my goodness! Don't take away our win when we get this. I think it's fair. I'm not entertaining your non-entertainment of our questions. I'm moving past it.
Looks like you're still playing the game to me.
What were the 2 that you just said, Matt?
Rockstar or Valve?
Okay, that's huge. So
there are 2 Left 4 Dead games, 2 Portal games. There are 3 Half-Life games.
I thought you said Valve didn't make the Left 4 Dead. I thought it was somebody else.
Not Left 4 Dead. That's right. They didn't. Yeah, so 2 Portals and 2 Half-Lives, and then obviously there's Red Dead 1, 2, Bully, Red Dead Revolver, Max Payne 3, but not Max Payne 1 and 2. There's fucking Rockstar Table Tennis. Maybe we should just narrow it down to which one of those 2 is it?
Yeah, we've already broken Gavin's spirit. He already hates us, so we'll just keep on the binary search of it all. And I'll say, was this game developed by Valve?
Was this game developed by Valve?
Whoa. Well, hold on. Wait. Did I say that right, Matt? Is that the right terminology? Developed by?
Yeah,
okay.
Because I asked developed and not published.
Okay.
Yes.
Bum.
Okay. Bum. How many questions do we have left? 8?
I think
6?
you have 8.
Okay. He might be a Half-Life guy. I don't know. He may have done Half-Life. Portal seems more likely to me than Half-Life for Gavin.
Does this game have a very important character in it named Alex, who is a female?
No.
Well, it cannot be Half-Life.
Is Alex in all three or in all of them?
She should be.
Have you've played them all?
I've not completed them all, but I know she's for sure in 2 and all the stuff with 2. And then, I mean, the third third game is literally called Half-Life Alex.
No, definitely Alex is in Alex, but
The
I don't
first
know.
game's the only one I'm not.
His intonation said like there was like so he was like no, but he's just throwing us off probably because he understands the game. Okay, so what does that leave? Portal. Yeah. Is there a character, a robot character named GLaDOS?
No.
Can't remember the name of the freaking main character for the damn Half-Life games.
It's Gordon, right? Gordon, that's all I got. Gordon.
Morgan Freeman. I thought it was like something Freeman, but I was like,
It's Gordon Freeman.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
my mind's like, my mind immediately, no, it's not fucking Morgan Freeman.
It's definitely Freeman something. I think it's Gordon though. I was pretty positive on Gordon. I forgot the Freeman part, but that sounds right. Just go with Freeman though. Freeman's right.
Does this game or series of games have a character named Gordon Freeman? I should have asked about the head crabs.
Yeah.
Or the crowbar.
I feel confident about Gordon, but like now I'm a little sketched out. I don't know.
Does this game or series of games, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Have a character named what?
Gordon Freeman.
No.
Oh man. Okay. So
Can't think of
if
anything else that Valve's actually made, man, other than did they make Team Fortress and Team Fortress 2 and Counter-Strike?
Oh, they definitely made both of those. Yeah.
And you know what? I don't think Half-Life would have had anything online anyways. If we kind of wasted some question maybe chasing Fairy Tales.
Okay. Counter-Strike feels like a good pull. I think he would do that over Team Fortress.
What about those neckbeard ass games like Valorant and League of Legends and all that stuff? Like,
Valorant is made by Riot Games.
Okay.
League of Legends is made by not Valve, I think. I don't know.
Apologize to the Valorant fans in the audience.
I like Valorant
Come
as
at
well.
me.
So yeah, let's calm down the hate
come
speech.
at me. I'll shave your neck.
I used to play a lot of Valorant. They have very good tick rates on their servers, and their utilities of the power is very, very cool.
That is such a Ryan-ass fact.
Oh, God.
God, those server ticks are good.
You bring server ticks to the table, I bring horny lizards.
We've all got our
There are
thing.
two types of people.
Okay, I think I is it my turn for a question? I'm gonna go. Is it a Counter-Strike game?
Oh, there you go.
So is your question, that's how you want to ask the question.
Yeah, I will. Well, I will be more specific if you'll allow me the use of some ors. I mean, like, is it counter? Is it? Yeah, is it a Counter-Strike?
Okay, is it a Counter-Strike
game?
Is it a Counter-Strike branded game? No.
Okay. How many questions we got left?
4.
Oof.
Is it a Half-Life game?
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
Man.
Why did he say that about Counter-Strike? I don't know. The 10-second delay, like, I just don't trust him at this point. He could be fucking with us so easily. But, like, he said that so weirdly about the Counter-Strike. I don't know. What? All of the Counter-Strike games are branded Counter-Strike, right?
Yeah.
Is it a Team Fortress game?
You're asking if there are teams or fortresses in the game?
No,
I'm just messing with you.
There's a bunch of them. I'll get specific. It's weird how many there are of them.
The answer is no. 2 questions remain.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Matt, what have we done? How is this happening? I mean,
unless Valve did some development on Left 4 Dead, I know Turtle Rock is the main developer.
They did development, because when you boot up Left 4 Dead, it shows the bald guy with the valve on the back.
It does, but it shows the Turtle Rock logo too, and they were like notoriously the main developers, and it's like that weird muddy area of developer versus publisher, and it was back in that time. Is this a Left 4 Dead game?
Yes.
Okay. And we've still got a question. So is there just 1 and 2?
There is just 1 and 2.
Oh.
Real quick, the characters. So there's Doug, Francis, Bill, and Zoe are the characters in the first game. In the second game, those characters were added as DLC characters, but at launch, there's Coach, Rochelle, Ellis, and Nick. So there's some way to ask the question that you got to ask with that information.
Those were not. Coach is not in Left 4 Dead 1, right?
Correct.
Is Coach a playable character in this game?
Is Coach a playable character? Yes.
Okay.
Ryan, you want to do it?
I do.
This is the guest.
After 20 questions exactly, is it Left 4 Dead 2?
Took you all long enough. Yeah, it's Left 4 Dead 2.
I know. Matt misled me. Matt was like, yeah,
I am on the Wikipedia entry right here, and it says developer Valve, publisher Valve. So I don't know.
What is this turtle thing you're talking about, Matt? This is crazy.
Because they're the ones that ended up doing Back 4 Blood, right?
Wasn't that like a spin-off team of people who worked on Left 4 Dead, but wasn't that another studio?
No, I mean Turtle Rock. Let me look here.
Like they spun off from the Left 4 Dead team, right?
Maybe that's what it was. But no, I thought they did Turtle Rock make Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is a series of cooperative shooters, survival horror games created by Turtle Rock Studios and published by Valve. That's from the Left 4 Dead Wikipedia.
Okay, I'm on the Left 4 Dead 2 Wikipedia.
But then
if I go to Left 4 Dead,
it says developers, and it says both.
Valve acquired Turtle Rock during development in 2008.
So even the Left 4 Dead wiki says 2008 first-person shooter game developed by Valve South and published by Valve.
Valve South was renamed from Turtle Rock in 2008.
The Wikipedia I'm on, it says Left 4 Dead (parentheses franchise).
Interesting. Okay.
ChatGPT I'm looking at agrees with Gavin. Left 4 Dead 2, developed primarily.
Well, it does look like Left 4 Dead because even on this one it does say developers Turtle Rock Studios 08, and then it switched to Valve in 09. So I guess when they bought them and renamed something, regardless, Left 4 Dead 2 would have been fully Valve then. But then Turtle Rock still exists because, or spun back out or whatever, right? Because of the, anyways, yeah.
Well, in any event, that was fun. That was nail biting. You guys got the last second.
You have a prize for us, right? What do we get? Because we got it.
You get absolutely nothing. Please enjoy.
Goodness. Well, that is a bummer. I will say for winning, we can open up a piece of listener mail, which we've held close to the chest. I think we can move on to our next segment. That was good.
Oh, and also when you guys ask questions like are you, like, you ask questions about guns, and so the thing is, like, you can use melee, like you don't have to use guns, and you can play as the infected, and they don't use guns. So I don't really know how to give you a fair answer to questions like that.
That's
for
true.
the listeners who care.
I think that one is pretty cut and dry. It's like you definitely can. Like I guess I'm
Yeah,
picturing
when you
is
asked
there
it that way. At first, you
is
were
there a
like,
state
"Is the
in
playable
the
character a
game?
human?" And it's like, well, they can be. They
Sometimes.
mostly
I
are.
guess I meant like is there a playable character that's a human? I guess I should have phrased it better. Yeah. I got you. Well,
I'm gonna get you at the lawyer level of specifics, man.
I'm here
that's
for
fun
it.
for me.
No, and I haven't hosted 20 questions yet, but at some point I probably will, and I'm sure I will have the same level of specificity and
Yep.
make sure to make.
Hey, man, I almost backed us into the same corner that the gun question did, though, by being like, "No, it wasn't Valve." So
Yeah,
I know you tried to take us away. I remember though playing Left 4 Dead, and the Valve logo is burned in my head.
it's iconic.
Yeah.
Well, that's
What a
another
weird
episode of My
logo.
Buddy's Backlog, the show where we play 20 questions.
That's what we do.
hey, it didn't take us 45 minutes.
Yeah, I know. You did keep us moving. Honestly, that was probably for the best that you said. You're not entertaining us deliberating back and forth this whole time. Okay. So moving on, we've got our listener mail. We have from our friend Cam at home. You have a boundless amount of money, but you can only spend it all on reviving an IP that has been lost to the sands of time. In this hypothetical, we still like Sony because they still make content with physical media. What do you choose, and why is it Ape Escape?
Not a big Ape Escape guy. I've played them.
I don't know that I've ever played an Ape Escape.
I mean, I don't care if the apes escape, right? Like, we don't need to keep them in zoos.
Maybe I did play an Ape Escape. Let the apes out. Somebody's got to let them out. I
Ape
don't know
Out.
if I played
Isn't
one
that a
or
game?
not.
Isn't that a little indie game that came out? Ape Out? You're like an ape escaping from a zoo.
Definitely never played this shit.
I definitely never played an Ape Out. I might have played an Ape Escape. The art is looking very, very familiar to me.
I've definitely played an Ape Escape, but yeah. Let's see.
I feel like you're the guy, Matt. You're like the.
Yeah,
I mean,
Matt's
I've got a pick for me, but I feel like you're the guy. The fans will want to know yours before.
I mean, I don't know.
Mine.
There's like wonderful. There's like amazing stuff. Like it would be so
the fan.
so wonderful to see a return of like Ark the Lad, which are some Sony games that they had back in the day. I would love to see. They'd only got one game ever made, but The Legend of Dragoon. I would love to see that series brought back and brought forward. It was you would think it is a JRPG, but it was a Western developed RPG. I've talked about it before, even on this show. Had like button prompts to make your combos longer and stuff, but it was a turn-based RPG. And then everything's like based on like what a dragoon is, which I mean, if sometimes they have blood from dragons, sometimes they're like blessed by dragons, whatever. They're usually like a dragon adjacent warrior of some sort. So I'd love to see that. A game that I think about a lot that never got. Again, this is more like a game that I would have liked to have had a sequel, I guess. But is it was around 2014, 2015, the Mad Max game. Oh, I would love to see that become a franchise or live forever.
Because in
I
that
actually
world,
never played
if there were going to be a sequel, would it then be in the Remedy universe?
No. Oh,
Or
sorry.
would it not be canon? Oh, I'm thinking of Max Payne.
Yeah, you're thinking of Max
You
Payne.
said Mad Max. Yep.
Yeah. So, Max Payne would be cool, but I think that's kind of ran their course, and they are working on remakes of those, and Remedy's actually doing them. So, yeah, I don't know. I could go into like, oh yeah, we could do Legaia, Legend of Legaia from the PS1, and just like more RPGs and stuff like that, right? But yeah, I think if I had to pick one. The problem is a lot of it's more the games that didn't get a chance to be franchises for me with this question. So,
well, I mean, I think those are fair. I mean, it's the same thing, right? Like, what do you got that you wish was a franchise that's not?
yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, here's a good one that play off of his wording here. The Sands of Time. I actually wish Ubisoft would sell off and just give Prince of Persia to someone else. Because that franchise is one, like, long-standing to, like, the history of games in a lot of ways. And the PS2 Prince of Persia games are phenomenal action platformers. Now, don't get me wrong, the one that came out just a few years ago was very good, like Metroidvania, and it was still a very good,
that game was fun.
Prince of Persia game. But they've never got the ground off of any kind of remakes or any kind of continuation of like the Sands of Time story, if you will. And I think that would be super freaking cool to see again.
Nice. I've never played a Prince of Persia game, actually. I don't know anything about them at all, which is kind of insane. But
Cool. All right.
What about you, Ryan? What are your picks?
I originally had some different picks for this question when we were coming into the episode, but I think I'm going to call an audible here. I think I would like, and this is kind of cheating, maybe. I don't know. Not really. There hasn't been a game in a long time. I wish there were more Dead Space games that followed the original vibe of 1 and 2, and they didn't splinter off into an action game in Dead Space 3. But we haven't had a Dead Space game in a long time, like a new entry into it. But even when we did, Dead Space 3 did not follow the same formula, same vibe as the first two. I would love to see some more horror, sci-fi, atmospheric, claustrophobic space horror games in the same vibe as Dead Space, or in the same franchise. I would like to see more, honestly.
Did you touch the Callisto Protocol or that Chronos: The New Dawn game?
I don't even know about Chronos. I did look at the Callisto Protocol a bunch, but I haven't played it.
Glenn Schofield, we mentioned him retiring from games like an episode or two ago.
He's
like the original like creator of Dead Space, right? But he did the Callisto Protocol. It's not as good as Dead Space, but it's still worth playing for. You can get it cheap now. And then Chronos: New Dawn is like a sci-fi horror game from the Bloober Team people who did the Silent Hill 2 remake and Layers of Fear. So
nice.
So Ryan, you played Dead Space 1 and 2?
Yeah, I loved them back in the day. I mean, it was like kind of like a schoolyard thing, where it was like everybody was talking about it. And it was like, this is the scariest game of all time. I couldn't even finish it. Like my friend, and it was like, it was just like had all this hype surrounding it. I played it at night with all the lights off. I was like, I don't even know, like 12 or 13 or whatever, like whenever it came out. And it was just very exciting. And I think Dead Space 2 was fantastic as well. It really grabbed a lot of the same elements while having the action. It was a little more actiony, but it still had a ton of horror elements. And then I played the Dead Space remake on PS5 when it came out, and I enjoyed it a ton. It was like super faithful. I mean, they added
about as faithful of a remake as I think they've ever done.
Yeah, it was almost 1-to-1 plus a little extra, plus some content, and then the graphics were obviously overhauled.
Yeah,
but
oh, dude, that remake's so good. The sound design is incredible.
So it is. The sound design is incredible with this walking on the vents and the way the necromorphs in the vents clacking around and stuff, and the steam coming out and everything. Very, very good sound design. I totally agree. Yeah, I'm gonna call another audible. So I'm gonna go with, and this one doesn't even count, but it kind of does because I don't have faith. So Star Wars: The Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. So there's the MMO, The Old Republic, that doesn't count. And if we want to debate that, that's a separate topic. But I don't think it counts. And then they just announced, they've announced a new KOTOR several times, but at the most recent VGAs, they announced another one, but who knows if it'll ever actually get done. But
I literally stopped myself from saying this because I was like, Ryan will probably say this.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm so glad I followed up on your expectations because that was not on my list originally. This is another audible that I just saw on my list of games I love. But if I had my endless supply of money, this would be out in 3 months from now, and it would be super good. I would love that.
You heard it here first. Ryan supports crunch in the game industry.
Yeah, I don't care about quality of life. Yeah, as long as I can play Star Wars, I'll step on anybody I have to. I'm just kidding, but
step on.
All right, I think I've. that's for the Patreons. I think I've said enough. All right, Gavin, what do you got?
I think this is tough because I don't have a lot of like emotional attachment to several retro franchises that I still want to play. So I'm gonna have to give something kind of more like you're talking about that's still kind of a modern series. So I'm thinking maybe something like BioShock, even though there is apparently BioShock 4 is apparently in development, but who knows if it's actually ever going to see the light of day. I would love to see another game like BioShock 1 specifically.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we ever will.
BioShock's a good pull. I agree with that.
I think the weird thing is you go into every one of those games after that are similar to it, hunting for a twist, right? You'll never get the same gasp of a twist, I don't think.
That's true. BioShock is something else.
I mean, there's probably a way, and I just don't know it, right? I'm not a critically acclaimed writer of the sort.
But I just love the atmosphere of Rapture and the Big Daddies and everything. Like the narrative is obviously phenomenal as well, but the world building is just so good.
Could you say that one more time? That you like the Big Daddies?
Big Daddies.
Oh. So I like BioShock 1 a lot. I am a BioShock Infinite supremacist, though.
That is crazy. I love BioShock
competition,
Infinite,
but okay,
BioShock 1 is supreme in my mind. But BioShock Infinite's great though. Are you a 1 over Infinite guy, Gavin?
I'm gonna be real. I played about half of Infinite and then got distracted by something else.
Damn,
so
women.
Yeah,
distracted him from games.
Well, that's probably true. But I mean, that's something more modern. I don't know if it's also cheating, but I would also love to see literally any of the Valve games. I know we just talked about Left 4 Dead, but literally any of them get a sequel, a third part, Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Half-Life 3. We don't really talk about it because we know it's never going to happen. But in this hypothetical world in which I have infinite money, Valve is no longer a private company. They're publicly traded. I own all the shares. They no longer make Steam. They make Portal 3, baby.
I am Valve's sole owner. Yes.
Yep.
The game we all didn't say that we wanted to say, I know, is also Bloodborne, for the record. Bloodborne 2 and Bloodborne.
I didn't even consider that because I was thinking From Software as a series, but absolutely.
It's over 10 years old, right?
Yeah. Just give me the 60 FPS patch. That's all I need. I'll be happy.
At this point, I'm like, don't touch it. Just uncap the frame rate.
Yeah.
And put it on PC.
And put it on PC. We can mod it.
Oh, dude.
Which I guess you arguably already can through emulation.
With the emulator, yeah.
Man, we could mod it, and we could fight Thomas the Tank Engine and Shrek, and we could play as CJ from GTA San Andreas. Oh, if only.
I wonder what kind of trick weapons he would have. Oh my gosh!
It's not ogre till it's ogre. Cam, good bit of mail there, buddy. Thanks for writing in.
That was good. Yeah, definitely set us up to talk about some of our most beloved franchises. All right, cool. So I guess moving on, we could finish off with our backlog game of the week. So, Matt, what you got?
Backlog game of the week. I'm doing another big series that's kind of escaped me. I have touched it here and there. It's the Armored Core series. I have only touched like the first one on the PS1 way back in the day, and then I played the first level of was it 5 or 6 Fires of Rubicon?
Oh shit! You haven't finished that game?
No. I just my buddy do I say this openly? He shared his Steam library with me, and so I played like the first level, and then like it was right when the game came out, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty fun. I should try this." And then I bought it last year on sale for like $25 or something, and then I've literally never put it in my PlayStation.
Dude, yeah, you got to play it. It's really good.
Oh, you've played it, Gavin. Interesting.
Fires of Rubicon, yeah. I'm always like, I always have this phase when FromSoft like releases a new type of game, like Sekiro, and Armored Core isn't new, but new for me as a Souls guy. Where I'm like, that's not Souls, like that's not an RPG. I'm not gonna buy it. And then inevitably I cave, and then I realize, wow, they're just really good at everything they touch. It's a good game.
FPS.
Yeah. It's like minimal, like, it's like very old school in a lot of senses. Like there's not much
level
fluff.
based, right?
It
It's
seemed
level
very
based.
old school level based. Yeah.
Yeah. There aren't like a ton of NPCs. Like every single bit of interaction with humans is audio logs and things like that, and communication over radio. Like there aren't like humans that you see in the game ever.
How is
So
it?
it's kind of like isolating in that sense.
How is it from like a difficulty perspective? Because I mean, they're known for hard games, and I know it is kind of hard, but I guess
It's a
I've
lot like
always
Sekiro.
been okay.
It's like
I've
where
always-
you start out and it'll be like, oh my god, like what the hell am I even supposed to do? And then once it clicks, like once you realize, you decide to play the games on its terms, it's actually quite easy. You just have to kind of rewire your brain to, play on its terms, I guess.
What about constantly or regularly like tinkering and min-maxing or whatever, which I know you really like setting up your mech or whatever? Because that seems like I would get very fatiguing for me.
I mean, I think it's up to you. Like, there are pre-made loadouts that you can get, but I think what like longtime fans of the series would tell you is that is a core mechanic that they love, and like they love getting new parts and stuff, and like tinkering with their mech. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed making loadouts and like, oh, this mission, like I'm gonna need to chase this guy, so I'm gonna go with like a really light mech, or this mission, it's just like, a really heavy battle, so I'm going to go for like a tanky style mech that doesn't move so fast, but has like a ton of firepower on it. That part's fun. I don't know. It's up to you. You also get to like play Barbie doll and put stickers and paint and logos all over it, which is always fun for me. So I guess that part's up to you.
All right, cool. Yeah, the series, like, there's part of me, obviously, from the FromSoft fan part that really wants to try at least 5. I think a lot of developers have touched the series, too. Like, I know From Software has done most of them, but, like, I think even Ubisoft made an Armored Core game for the PS3 at one point.
That's crazy.
So, what about you, Ryan? Have you ever touched these games, or...?
I almost know nothing about these games, unfortunately. Now I did listen to some reviews and stuff when Fires of Rubicon came out. It did seems cool, like from just having a straight up simple like shooter. You get to customize your mech and everything. I feel like I heard that there's like you could turn on a mode or a button where it'll like auto optimize based on what you've unlocked, or like, I don't know. But I don't know. I think it looks cool. It gives me definitely like some old school vibes compared to a lot of newer games, but I really don't know almost anything about it.
Huh. All right. Yeah, did you like fully beat it and beat the secret boss?
I beat it 3 times to get all the endings.
That's crazy.
Because you can fly through it once you know what you're doing, and like all the endings really are different. Like you will get different outcomes and different bosses and stuff.
So you even would have like fought that. Like, I know there's like a boss in it that's considered like crazy difficult. I think it's like the final boss of like the 3rd run or something like that. But
I think so. It's been a minute, but yeah.
Okay, well,
you should play it, man. It's, I'm gonna hold you to it because you already have the game.
Yeah, that's the bad
if you already
thing,
have it,
right?
You really should just play it real quick. Yeah, because you'll knock it out in like a couple days.
You guys really hype.
You really will.
I like
the story is engaging. You will like it. Like, you're always kind of wanting to know more about the handler and some of the characters.
Okay,
you'll enjoy it.
Okay, well, you heard it here first, folks. I've got to get my armored cord, or I've got to armor my core.
You get your core armored, buddy.
Oh my.
I also vote you got to get your core armored. I think it seems cool. I do think you should play it. And I do hype you up because you play games faster than anybody I know. It's amazing. It's
almost a sad thing, I think, right?
No, it's good.
That's right. I'm built different.
You put a time block on the calendar and you make progress, I don't. Like, it's just like, yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. And then I don't.
It's my life.
Yeah, you must be like really efficient with your time. Like, I feel like anytime I like have more than an hour free, I'm going to spend at least 15 minutes doom scrolling first, and then I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I guess I'll play a game or something. But you probably just hop straight to it.
Yeah, I pretty much have my day scheduled from sun up to sundown, Monday through Friday. So, especially now with a kid. Really,
with a kid
trying to
and a
maximize
full-time
time
job,
with-
and you still have the time chunk for the games. Though, I mean, you're there. It's good.
Man,
You're making
am I
progress.
the American dream?
Kind of
Is having kids too easy? Heard it here first.
Another one.
Another one.
All right. Well,
All right. Well, on that note, having kids is too easy. We need more of a challenge here at My Buddy's Backlog.
send us your kid. No, I'm kidding.
Send us your kid. We're going to speed run parenting him. But no, for real, send us some listener mail at my.buddies.backlog@gmail.com. My Buddies Backlog on all the social media platforms. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to have more content, questions to answer. We always love it when people write in. So I think that does it for this episode, though. So thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
See you guys.
Stay hot. Stay handsome.